What does your digital footprint say about you? Does your digital footprint look like your real life footprint? I did my research on cyberbullying, and so that research, my presentation, I did lots of presentations because the topic was, perceptions of secondary school administrators on cyberbullying in the state of Texas. And so I surveyed secondary school administrators and then also did follow-up interviews with people that wanted to do that so that I would get a good picture of this. Well, as you can imagine, I ended up doing speaking engagements about my research and talking about what cyberbullying and what that is and what we can do about it. And everything changed for me. And when you hear this story, you'll understand why. I was presenting at a state conference, and it was a teacher conference, so you're there and you're talking to lots of different people and you're talking about your research. And at that point I'm talking about cyberbullying. And afterwards, when you do presentations, a lot of times you have people that come down and wait for you and ask you questions, and inevitably somebody will say, you taught my nephews, da-da-da-da-da, and you have to figure out this connection. But I love that part because you actually connect with people. So after this presentation, I was there, and there were 4 and 5 people, and they talked to me, and those people left, and there was one woman left, and it was just the 2 of us, and she looked at me. And she started to say, "I cannot thank you enough." And she barely got the G and the H out when she began to cry hysterically. And when she began to cry, I knew that it was a cry of somebody that was in pain because someone she loved had been through something terrible related to the digital environment and how they were treated. And it was that moment that I switched talking about cyberbullying. And now what I talk about is, what are we gonna do so that we are able to interact in the digital environment in a respectful manner, in a way that we are treating one another courteously. Now the reason that this is so important is because that we are all using these digital devices. In fact, as we look to our industries, as we look to education, we're encouraging it because of the collaborative and the ease of communicating. But we're forgetting that there is some proactive elements that we need to be talking about related to it. Are the places that you go digitally the same places and the same things that you uphold as you walk through your daily life? I went from a person talking about the negative digital environment to what do we need to do to make our world a place where people are thinking about positive, proactive communication online. And so, with those clicks of a button, it can change the course of your life. It's important that we model that we model positive, proactive communication. I hope that tonight you walk away with one piece of advice, or that you're never that person that has to talk about how it impacted your life in a negative way.